Hey guys, I'm here.
And today we're going to bring you another amazing selection of stories from our favorite cartoon animal friends. This episode is packed with all kinds of exciting adventures and heartwarming moments that you do want to miss. So grab your popcorn and settle in because it's going to be an unforgettable ride. Our first story is called The Helpful Parrot. It all begins when Sam and his best friend Billy are playing pirates in the park. Suddenly, a squawk interrupts their game, and they look up to see a large parrot sitting on a nearby tree branch. Its feathers are ruffled and it doesn't seem very happy. Sam and Billy decide to investigate and soon find out that the parrot has hurt its wing and can't fly. Despite feeling scared and alone, the parrot manages to guide them to a nearby lake where it hopes to find water to help heal its injured wing. Although Sam and Billy try their best to help, they can only watch helplessly as the bird struggles to lift off. However, just when all hope seems to be lost, a wise old turtle swimming by notices the distressed parrot and dives into action. With the help of a group of dragonflies, they successfully carry the parrot back to the tree branch where Sam and Billy had found it. Over time, the parrot's wing heals and it regains its strength. As a token of gratitude, the parrot offers to help Sam and Billy with their pirate games, pretending to be a fierce parrot companion who swoops in to save the day whenever they need it. The two friends are overjoyed with their new feathered friend and promise to take good care of him. In our next story, we follow a brave fox named Finnegan who must overcome his fear of water in order to save his friend Benny the beaver from a raging river. It all begins when Finnegan and Benny are working on a project to build a dam for Benny's family. However, unexpectedly, the river begins to rise and threatens to sweep away everything in its path. In a panic, Benny rushes home to warn his family, but not before slipping and falling into the rushing water. Without hesitation, Finnegan jumps in to help, but soon realizes he may have bitten off more than he can chew. Determined to save his friend, Finnegan swims upstream against the current, desperately searching for Benny. Just when his hope begins to dwindle, he spots a twig floating in the distance and paddles over to investigate. To his relief, it's Benny who had managed to cling onto the twig and float downstream. Although exhausted and frightened, Finnegan gathers his strength and swims toward Benny, eventually managing to nudge the twig toward a patch of land near the beaver dam. Once safe on the shore, Benny and his family express their gratitude to Finnegan for his bravery, recognizing that without his quick actions, they may have been swept away in the flood. From that day on, Finnegan is no longer afraid of water and even enjoys taking dips in the river, knowing that he has conquered his fears and saved his friends. And now it's time for our final story, which follows a young deer named Fawn and her journey to discover the meaning of friendship. Fawn lives in a peaceful forest with her mother and the rest of the deer family. But she often feels left out because she is too clumsy to join the other young deer in their games. One day, Fawn discovers a hidden meadow filled with colorful wildflowers and butterflies and decides to explore. There she meets a grumpy badger named Bernard, who warns her to stay away from his meadow. But Fawn, ignoring his warning, begins picking the wildflowers to make a beautiful bouquet. Suddenly, a gust of wind knocks her off her feet, and she accidentally steps on Bernard's tail. Although initially angry, Bernard is taken aback by Fawn's clumsiness and her sincere apology. He eventually forgives her and the two become friends. Fawn visits Bernard in his meadow every day and they spend their time playing and talking. Eventually, the other young deer notice Fawn's absence and come to the meadow to search for her. When they find her playing with Bernard, they're initially angry, believing she's abandoned them. But Fawn explains that true friends accept each other for who they are, no matter how different or clumsy. Touched by Fawn's words, the other young deer apologize for being judgmental, and they all become friends. From that day on, Fawn is no longer lonely, and she understands that true friendship means accepting and embracing one another's differences. Hey there, welcome back to our channel. We hope you enjoyed watching these heartwarming stories about friendship, bravery, and kindness as much as we enjoyed bringing them to you. If you love spending time with your animal friends, then you'll definitely want to subscribe for more fun-filled adventures. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an exciting episode. And why not show us some love by giving this video a thumbs up? Your support means everything to us and inspires us to keep creating entertaining and educational content for you and your furry family members. So what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button and get ready for more laughter, excitement, and valuable life lessons. Join our community of animal lovers and let the adventures begin.